Hello everyone! Today's video is really special to me and I'm really glad to be able to share it with you guys. As you can see from the title, I have tried to follow the art style of Wlop. I know it's not 100% accurate, but I tried, and that's what matters to me. It would be a crime to compare both the arts because he's literally an art god. Wlop is one of my biggest inspirations in starting digital art. This video from his channel was the first digital art process I've ever seen on YouTube. And I didn't even search for it. Thanks to the algorithm, it appeared on my homepage and it completely changed my life. The first thing I thought after watching this video was, one day I'm going to draw like him. But back then, I neither had the confidence nor the skill to be able to even attempt his style. But now, here I am, trying to follow his way. So that's an improvement and I want to keep it going. Anyways, let's talk about the art itself. And also, I'm gonna talk about his art style. So when I first time saw this reference, I was like, I'm definitely going to draw this one, minus the hand. Because I really did not have the energy to invest. Lazy life for the win. I used felt tip pen for the base and then used pen fed mixer brush to blend it out. Like I always say in my videos, if you want to know more about mixer brushes and my blending technique, there are several videos on that. Find the links in the description and as well as from the cards above. Before we try to break down his art style, please make sure to notice the brush details on the screen as well as in the description. One thing I have noticed that his character's eyes are really pretty and have long eyelashes. So that is the first thing I wanted to do. I might have made the eyes a bit bigger because I just love big eyes. But I wanted to do that sparkly, really pretty looking eyes. Another thing I wanted to copy that, the way he paints the hair. It's so soft and so subtle, almost similar to the anime style we see, but with more sophistication. I really like that soft style, but it's something I usually do not do. Usually in my arts, you can see the separate hair strands a lot. But this time I focused more on the light and shadow rather than the hair strands. So my goal was to smoothen out the hair as much as I could, and I used pen fed to do that. Talking about light and shadow, he plays around with it a lot, almost in all of his drawings. Most of his arts looks dark, but there's still some kind of warm color falling on it, so it's not completely dark, and that's what makes it so special. The color harmony is so cool and so unique, and I think that's the most difficult part. I don't think I managed to pull that off because I tend to do more vibrant works, so you can't really see much of the darkness in this art, because it's difficult for me to hold back and work with more desaturated dark colors. One great thing about his arts are the illusion he creates. When you look at his pieces, they feel so intricate, so sophisticated. But when you zoom in, you can see how simplified the strokes really are. I'm not saying it's an easy task. It takes a lot of skill to create visual illusion. It feels like he added lots of detail but still simplified it at the same time. And it's just really amazing. As you can already see, I have made the art super vibrant. So much for breaking down his art style. Great job, me. Next point I would like to talk about is the hard and soft edges. He is a true master of this technique. I'm not just praising him for the sake of it. It's actually the truth. I noticed that the parts which are highlighted in his arts are really sharp than the parts which are comparatively darker. And those sharp parts attracts our eyes a lot, so we focus on that. It feels like he purposefully made those parts sharper to make us notice it. He wants us to focus on certain parts, and we do that. He successfully manages to pull that off. And here comes the best part that I've been wanting to talk about. That is the accessories and the glow in those accessories. Usually we get scared when we think of drawing accessories because those have really small details and it's difficult to replicate. When you look at his arts, you can see his characters are wearing really gorgeous necklaces, earrings and whatnot. Those are very sparkly and very pretty. Once again, he simplifies his designs and plays around with light and shadow to make it look detailed. It's simply the combination of 2 points I mentioned earlier. One is the light and shadow and the other is creating illusion. I was eager to do the jewelry part and I have explained the process in that segment. And actually we are really close to that part. Right now I'm just fixing small details here and there, and after that I'm going to straight move on to the jewelry part. Finally we are here and I tried to simplify the process as much as I could. So at first I started with the darker part, which is going to serve the purpose of the shadow as well as the chain of the accessory. You don't really have to go super detailed, just give it a vague idea. Also, you don't have to do the shadow part when we reach the hair, because the hair is already darker, so there's no need to add extra shadows. Now for the sparkly part, you just have to take a new layer and change the mode to color dodge. It's not extremely glowy like add layer, but it still creates really cool effect. When you are done with the color dodge layer, you are going to take a new layer and now this layer is going to be add. This is for the extra sparkly parts, which is going to be inconsistent, because in case of jewelry you can see random reflections, so there's no need to be so worried about where to add it. Just do it randomly. So basically you don't really have to worry too much about anything. Just follow your instinct. Just notice what is looking good. If you think you are overdoing with the sparkles, then keep it down. If you think it's not enough, then add more. It's all about your feelings. So for the necklace and the rest of the parts of the accessories, I have used the same method like I just mentioned. So we have almost reached the end of the process, and I really wish that you enjoyed today's video and also learned a thing or two. Hopefully someday I'll be able to follow his art style properly. Till then, I'm going to keep trying. Thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next week. Till then, take care.